So if you think this is such a bad idea, why come along?
Are you kidding? This will be a story I tell my grandkids, how their uncle drove to D.C. to track down the Republican National Chairwoman so he could share his opinions.
I told you, I met Ronna McDaniel at a rally in Michigan, and she was really interested in what I had to say.
Oh, is that right? And she's going to recognize you and you just drop in unannounced and listen to you?
I'm counting on it. She's hard to get in touch with.
She'll remember some jackass rando from a rally. I can't wait to see the look on her face. And then the look on yours.
Well, I got to do something. If she doesn't get the party aligned against Trump, we're totally screwed in 2024.
Why are you so worried? The midterms were a disaster for Trump. 54% of voters had an unfavorable opinion of Trump in the exit polls.
You don't get it. It's not a popularity contest.
It literally is a popularity contest.
You dipshit Dems seem to have foggy memories. Remember 2016? Party leaders were outspoken against him until he won the nomination.
That I do remember. Rubio, Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, and others all warning against Trump, but ended up kissing his ass when he was nominated.
Then Trump's people leaned on Jerry Falwell Jr. for his endorsement in exchange for keeping the Falwell sex scandal under wraps. Allegedly. That endorsement made a big difference in the evangelical world.
I don't know. I still think Republicans are tired of Trump. And he just torpedoed the midterms for the GOP, for God's sake.
You don't get it. None of that matters. All he has to do is win state primaries. Do you think Iowans give two shits about DeSantis, or South Carolinians are going to run to the polls for Rick Scott? Trump has an unwavering base in every state. The rest of the field will split the non-Trump votes.
And so when it gets down to fewer candidates, he'll mock them and make up nicknames, like Ron Just Cantus.
Exactly.
Maybe this time instead of Lion Ted Cruz, it could be Crying Ted Cruz.
And Mike Pompeo's an ass.
Nikki Haley.
Mean. Little Dick Scott.
Oh, for Rick Scott. What about Tim Scott?
They'll call him Baracko Scott.
Baracko? Oh, because he's Glenn Pumpkin?
Trump calling someone a pumpkin, that's
so Trump.
Mike the Traitor Pence.
And remember he threatened to spill the beans on Ted Cruz's wife? Called her unattractive.
Yeah, and knowing Trump's scorched earth, win at all cost behavior, he wouldn't just threaten to spill the beans, he'd do it if it meant taking out an opponent. Now that he's back on Twitter, he can spew lies and innuendos about anything against anyone.
So you're worried this will be like 2016 where he gains momentum, wins primaries, and ultimately gets the nomination. But in 2016, he won the presidency.
In 2024, he'd get slaughtered in the general election. And it would be catastrophic with down-ballot races. Too many Republicans would sit out or vote Democrat.
And so Ronna McDaniels, you think, is going to keep the party aligned against Trump?
If I have anything to do with it.
Well, I think that's madness.